What's up, y'all? Welcome to Pieces of a Man. Thank you for accompanying us as we pick up the pieces and go through this journey called life and bring y'all along with us. We got our host,
Lyman King.
Aaron Davis.
and you know me, Mally B. Uh,
What did you just say? Mally B?
Mally B.
Okay.
That's my stage name.
Okay. Who came up with that one?
Yo, why do you have a stage name?
Because, bruh,
Who came up with that one,
I
though?
want people to know my government everywhere.
Oh, you don't want people
So
to...
you used
His
an
name?
abbreviation of
Right.
your first name and your last initial.
But you don't want people to know your government.
Mally could be so many different things.
Like what?
Malik.
Malik, Mally.
So in other words, you're saying that's not it.
Basic. Okay.
So what's left?
Bro, that could be so many different names. I'm not going to put them all out there because then y'all going to look for my government, but...
They're gonna be tagged in the video.
Right. What's your,
Government's on
what's your
your
Instagram?
It just says prolific Mal. So
No one knows what Mal means, by the way.
nobody,
At all.
Nobody knows that what it
nobody
is.
knows.
That's
Like
a-
few have.
Man, look,
That's a head scratcher right there.
man. Welcome to the Burnout. So today we're gonna be talking about what we're all dealing with. To be real with you, what it's like to be in these 20s in this point in time, burnout, like we all are.
We're all going
Hustle
through it.
generation.
Young 20s, old 20s. We're all experiencing it.
Man, I'm telling you.
I think everyone experiences burnout. That's like
Absolutely.
a universal thing up until death.
I just feel like it's something we can all relate to right now.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know about y'all, but I feel it sometimes. I mean, it's a thing.
So that brings us to the first question, though. When do y'all feel like exhaustion became normal?
Since you started playing sports when you were 5 years old, probably. Because especially nowadays, right? Or let me say back in the day, actually. When you play sports or whatever, I know my dad, because my dad played football, right? And he was always talking to me, talking about, oh, you don't need no water, you don't need nothing like that. You're just being soft. You need to get up there.
Why did coaches love to say that?
That's what I was trying to figure out.
You don't need water.
Because my dad told me that one time, I actually passed out while we were practicing.
Yeah.
No. Run us so hard and be like, you don't need water? Keep going. As they stand on the sideline, I'm like, I bet you don't need water right now.
You're too young to be tired. It's got to be the like craziest line I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Bro, I used to catch that one all the time. You way too young to be tired. I'm like, what?
Like, what does that mean?
But nah, I mean, honestly though, my mind didn't even go to my childhood for like exhaustion. I will say, like, playing sports growing up, yes, I do know what you mean by that exhaustion, but it's a different level now. I mean, at least I'd say within these last probably last 3 years, I'd say for me is when exhaustion became the real norm.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like in college, it was easy to like go out all night, get up, and go about your day. It was easier then than now.
That
I mean,
bounce back was so quick.
the bounce back was it was easy too.
Yeah.
But now it's like, bro, it's constantly something to handle.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't. It's not. I'd say the adulthood, I guess, or I guess when you had real responsibilities,
Yeah.
exhaustion became the norm. But not only then, but
But like, so when I hear exhaustion,
oof.
is there? So obviously, there's two different versions of exhaustion,
Mhm.
right?
See,
So there's the sports exhaustion that I was talking about,
I thought you meant like mental versus
I
and then fit mental. Yeah,
I
yeah.
was thinking more mental because I feel like when we touch on burnout,
emotional
the
as
concept
well.
of burnout probably does go into more mental. And I feel like emotional even plays into that.
I was about to say, what do you feel it play? Like, what role do you think emotional burnout plays in your everyday life?
It's mentally taxing.
I
think when you're
very much so.
emotionally just exhausted,
Mhm.
mentally you're drained too. I think
Absolutely.
we can all say you've been in that relationship before where you felt yourself just getting emotionally taxed. And you just, it's like you had no mental space for the relationship at that point. Like you were removed mentally. But I feel like exhaustion really became normal for me when, kind of like you spoke to, I started having real responsibilities because it seems like all aspects of your day become survival.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Eventually, you get tired of always having to survive.
Absolutely.
yeah. That is true.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, would you say that? Let's switch to this.
Mhm.
What do you think's the most important of the three for you? For both of you?
Yeah, yeah.
That mental. Well, what do you have to have still going? Like, what can you afford to deal with the least?
Okay,
That emotional, the physical, or the mental? Because I know the emotional does affect your mental.
you're saying what can I get by with having the least? Like,
Yeah.
What was the question?
I don't know. Actually, I don't know.
No,
what I was
it
going.
it makes sense. It makes
I was
sense.
just like,
feel what you're saying. I feel like physical. Like if I was physically burnt out, I think that's the one I can probably push through the most. I
right.
think mental burnout is
Mental,
extremely hard to push through. That makes simple tasks like getting out of the bed in the morning seem really taxing.
Right.
Physical, shoot, bro, you might moan and groan and limp around the apartment, but you still gonna get done what needs to get done.
Facts.
Emotional, especially as men, when you're emotionally taxed, that has a bigger effect than a lot of men want to truly admit at times.
Facts.
What does that look like being emotionally attached? Like, give me an example.
Bro, when you don't like when you and I think it's crazy because I think it overflows from like other categories. So it's like if you're if you're drained physically from work and you're like and mentally from work,
Yeah.
when you get home and you want to recharge, and let's say your girl has a lot going on, right? Like at that point in time, you're naturally going to push your problems to the back and take care of hers. And then it's like, I mean, and once again, it's not her fault. Well, it's not once again, I ain't said it yet, but it's not her fault.
Yeah.
But it's like one of those things where you'll do it, and then it's just something you don't address until later. You'll just like drown it out with whatever you use to deal with your stress. If that's working out, if that's the video game, if that's, going to hoop, whatever it is, it'll just get kind of pushed off until you.
Car at night listening to Drake. However y'all decompress.
However you do it. However you decompress, bro. So, yeah, I mean.
No, I mean that's really real though, but I think a lot of that goes into even the next, like, as men, I think we hit that, or not even as men, just as humans, we hit that mental exhaustion because, especially with today's economy, you don't feel like you could let off the gas, and
you can't.
That almost makes me wonder, like, for you guys, like, what are you afraid of falling apart if you stopped grinding? Like, do you guys ever have fears of like, hey, if I take my foot off the gas, this is gonna fall apart? And what do you feel like would be the first thing?
Watching like all the things. I think for me, when I need to be like recentered, like, and I need to like, I cannot stop right now. It is the thought of my long-term goals.
Yeah. Getting
further and further out. Because of course, we all are on a journey to get to something, but having that consciousness of, I know that I want to obtain this, I cannot stop, is that's my fear. I'm like, yo, I can't, like, I have too much progress going, I can't stop. So momentum of anything is the thing that keeps me from,
Yeah, I'm the same way.
That's my,
like,
what I'd fear, I guess.
That's probably like my biggest fear is my long-term goals not working out. Because I know for a fact, everything I do now, every decision that I make now is going to affect my future self. I look at stuff nowadays, I'm like, okay, hopefully past Aaron dealt with that. I go back to it, past Aaron did not deal with it, bro. I'm like, dang, why would I not do that? But it's just like all about decisions. And yeah, my long-term goals, like, I think that's like the most important thing that I think will fall apart, especially because I don't have that many, I would say, important responsibilities right now because I am by myself. I still am with my parents, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really have anyone else to take care of.
Yeah.
I don't have like bills to pay or anything like that. So like my life won't fall apart, but my future life would fall apart. If that makes sense.
No, I feel that.
And with that being said, what about you?
I think for me, it's because I got to be honest with you guys. I went to college and completely was that stereotypical kid gets freedom. I lived in that freedom. I enjoyed the freedom. And when I look back,
as you should.
Yeah, there were years I wasted though. And I think now it's put me in this mental place of, okay, I need to make up for lost time. I already have that chip on my shoulder about life. It's like, hey, if I take my foot off the gas, I don't want to keep.
What do you mean by wasted though? What do you mean? How did you waste your years in college?
So I don't regret anything I did in college, but I do feel like I made very immature decisions. Naturally.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because like, I think college is looked at. I don't really think you can waste. Like, if you went to college and got your degree, made your networks, I don't think you really wasted
So
college. You know what I'm saying?
you just touched on it.
Oh,
I have the degree.
oh, for sure.
So,
Oh, for sure. My fault. My fault. My fault. My
that's
fault.
what
My
plays
fault. My
into
fault. My
it.
fault.
So
My
then, I
fault.
mean, that's a whole other hurdle and obstacle. Is
Yeah.
just trying to reach this idea of modern success without
Mm.
that piece of paper.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So now it's like, okay, I really can't take my foot off the gas. I'm competing with people who have a leg up just because they were a better student. Doesn't mean they were smarter.
So,
they're just a better
Can
student.
I tell you one thing too? I have a degree, and you're probably doing better than me right now.
You didn't see all the tears that came behind it.
Neither have you seen my tears that come behind it
Dog.
either. It comes on both
Bro,
sides.
hold on now. Hey, black and white, rain sounds in the background, thunder.
Yeah, it was a lot.
That was a very like
I'm telling you,
that moment right
I
there.
had
was-
a lot of Gotham City nights just staring out the window.
Yeah. No, I feel that.
Boy,
Drake blasting in the background.
We love some Aubrey.
love.
Love some Aubrey.
Shout out to Goat.
No, that's cool though. But did you finish your answer?
No, but I was just
My
gonna
fault,
say, I
my
think
fault.
it's
Go ahead,
similar
go
to you guys, though. I think
Yeah.
it's kind of just not wanting to fall behind, especially because we're all in this 20s. Like, hey, I'm preparing to like plant my seeds, sow my seeds
Yeah.
for my future family.
Okay.
Right.
So let me ask y'all a question. Do you think exhaustion should be the normal?
No,
No.
I feel like it's you should work and you should put in the time for your goals and all of these things, but balance is number one. So you have to find a way to get your sleep in there.
Right,
And,
no.
and I feel like if you're balanced mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, you won't really be tired per se because you're filling yourself up and you're resting yourself.
I like that.
So yeah.
What's your thoughts on that?
I feel like you should be exhausted in your 20s. I feel like
I
you
agree
should
with
go
that.
hard right now so you could rest so much easier later. I feel like it's a lot of people in their 20s who, not everybody, I think there is definitely finding a balance, but there are some people who put too much into, oh man, I want to be happy or I don't want to be exhausted. And now you're making up for that in your 30s or 40s. I feel like, bro, we're at your 20s, you can afford to be exhausted, especially when you're by yourself. You don't have a kid depending on you. It's like, why not go all out for your passion, your
Yeah.
dreams, and to get where you want to get to?
Yeah. Okay.
I think the thing is with that is I believe that you're right. I don't really think there's a wrong answer to this question.
Mhm.
I think you're right. I think the thing that I try to avoid is kind of like the title of this episode, burnout.
Burnout.
So I pour what I can into what I have to do,
Mhm.
but I have to pick me at the end of the day because
You gotta put
if
you
I
first.
don't, right. Because if I don't, I'll be no good for the next day. And then I just slowly start to be less and less and less productive. And I realized by burning myself out that I have to move in a different way.
Yeah.
So that I guess this is more something I've grown to rather than something that I was already living. 'Cause
I like that.
Yeah.
What about you, Aaron?
I think exhaustion is required at all stages of life simply because if you don't know how to be exhausted or how to work for what you want, then I think you take a lot of things for granted.
right.
And you can't actually teach others on how to be a better person in that area, right?
Right.
And I think burnout is a thought process. I think you can be exhausted your entire life and never get burnt out. I think if you can schedule your life in a way and have like a set structure to your life and the way you go about waking up and having a process and having a routine, you won't get burned out no matter how exhausted you are.
I like that.
I do
But
like
I
that.
also think that I don't think you can get burnt out doing something you're meant to do.
Yeah. And I feel like
I
you-
think that's a lie.
well,
Go
no,
ahead.
here's the thing, but I feel like when you put your trust in God,
Right.
it helps ease a lot of stress. I think sometimes people overstress themselves because they're trying to take too much control of the situation.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. But I genuinely don't believe that you can get burnt out doing what you love. Because, like, for example, when you hear people say, oh, not if you hear people say, well, yeah, when you hear the saying, if you're doing what you love, you'll never be tired a day in your life. Or,
Yeah.
because it doesn't really feel like you're working.
Yep.
That, like, for example, some, like, with the show,
I don't
I don't
agree.
really think-
I
I
don't
don't think
agree
I
with that
expect-
at all.
you don't?
Uh-uh.
Why?
I think a lot of people don't. So a lot of people have a lot of hobbies, right?
Mhm.
Whether it's play video games, whether it's draw or whatever. But a lot of people don't want to monetize that work
Mhm.
because it will be work at that point and you have to do it. You know what I'm saying? Even if you love it. But when it becomes work, that means you're on a schedule. You have to do it, even when you don't want to do it.
I have heard that.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
that's fair.
so I think even if you do enjoy something so much, once you're forced to do it and it's not a choice to do it, that's when it becomes work, and that's when you can become exhausted with it.
See, but I also don't know if you can be really forced if it's your business to do it. Like, if that's your primary source of income and you choose not to accept a job or you choose not to do it, you got a lot more control when it's yours, you know? So I don't know if I necessarily see it that way, but I do see where you're coming from.
But
1000%.
yeah, and that kind of puts us to, I mean, at the end of the day, regardless of how you feel burnt out, we all have to push through it. And we all have various reasons for why we feel like we have to push through it. Do you guys know personally who you feel like benefits from you always having to push through? Like, what is your why? I think that's the most important thing for getting through burnout is knowing your why.
That's a great question. I think my why is my future self. Like I said, I don't have anyone to take care of right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't really have anyone in my life that if I just stop doing whatever, that I would disappoint, except for my parents or my family members or whatnot. They're always gonna be like that, right?
Yeah.
But who benefits from me always pushing through is my future self right now, and anyone in my community that I would touch in the future too. You know, so if I hold myself back, that's being selfish to the people that I could help in the future as well.
I like that. What about you, Lon?
Honestly, I don't know. I think that I think I have to. I don't want to echo exactly what Aaron just said, but I agree with it. I mean, it's like at this moment, no one is depending on me right now outside of the family I don't have yet. So it's like, it's really more so about. I guess if I stop, then the person I'm hurting is me because I won't. I'm not helping myself become the man that I need to be.
Yeah,
I like that.
So I guess that would be it. It's kind of like you said, my future self.
Yeah.
So,
I like that.
I feel like you're just delaying your own progress at that point, you know.
And I'm gonna give another perspective to look on this.
Yeah, go crazy.
Cool, please do.
To an extent, I feel like
with that one,
it's everyone who helped get me here benefits from me pushing through. Because to some extent, it's kind of like that quote, standing on the shoulders of giants. I wouldn't be where I'm at today without all the people that helped get me here, my community. So I feel like it would make all their sacrifices in vain if I tapped out because I felt like, oh, I'm burnt out. Oh, It's tired. It's kind of like, again, you can't ask for a full plate, or you can't ask to eat and then get upset when your plate's full.
Mm-hmm.
So is that something that pushes you to? Is like you feel like, dang, I'm gonna let these people down if I don't?
Yeah, it's more like I just don't want anyone's sacrifice to be in vain. And then similar is the idea of my future self.
Yeah.
People that did sacrifice, parents. My parents made so many sacrifices to get me here.
Absolutely.
And to be able to create a better life than what they were able to do, no matter how hard they tried. So it's also trying to, again, stand on their sacrifices to give my kids a better life. All of that is kind of what keeps me pushing through.
Okay. So let me. I got another question for y'all.
Okay.
What if you can't push through? Say it could be with anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I played baseball in college, right? I played at a junior college and I transferred to an NAIA school. No big schools, anything like that, right? But there was a lot of points in my baseball career where I felt like I was done playing, like I want to quit, right? And I feel like a lot of athletes go through that. I'm just saying athlete because I was an athlete, right? So when say your parents put you through so much paid so much money when you're little to play little league, play travel ball, do all these things for you get to a point in college and you're like, I can't do this anymore. I want to not push through, right? Do you think because my mom paid so much money when I was a kid, they really want me to see me do this, but I don't want to do it no more? Do you feel like that's letting them down in that way?
No, I think that's putting yourself first. I mean, because at the same time, there are things that just aren't meant for you.
Yeah.
And if that just wasn't your path, that's not your path. But at the same time, there's a lot of resources. That whole, what if you can't push through? there's so many resources in this world to be able to help, whether that you don't feel like you can push through because it's mental burnout,
Mm.
emotional burnout, therapy. I know it's not like super
Therapy.
romanticized, but a lot of times therapists give us the tools we need to be able to push through a lot of those hurdles. Faith, sometimes whatever you believe in, sometimes leaning into your faith gives you the courage and message and words that you need to be able to push through. Working out, I mean, you look good, you feel good, you perform well. Like I know people say that, but it's true. When you look good, you have a different kind of confidence in yourself, and that kind of can sometimes help you push through some of those mental hurdles. Or if you just need to go into the gym just to lock in to clear your head. But I don't know. I mean, how do you feel, Lyman? Like, do you feel like, or what do you feel about
Like,
this question?
do you think it's okay to not push through? Because the question we asked was who benefits from you pushing through,
Right.
right? So what if you just can't? What if it's just like I'm out of here, I can't do it, and you really can't do it, like you try, like you just can't. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what I see it is like once again, these are all like growth moments for me.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
I've been in the past. I've allowed depression or anxiety or things like that to prevent me from pushing through in scenarios in which I should. And I guess once again, I'm at the point now where it's not pushing through is an option.
Mm-hmm.
At one
27 will do
point,
that to you.
say it again,
I said 27 will do that to you.
bro. I have Jesus Christ. This is gonna be a running joke forever.
I'm sorry.
Come on, man.
It is
I'm
gonna
sorry.
be a
Let me
joke
let you.
Oh my gosh,
It's gonna be
man.
a joke forever.
Oh, sorry. Let me let you get through. Let me
I
let
gotta
you get
wake
through.
up and get defensive or something. That's the only way y'all go. But I guess it's one of those things of the what you'll get to a point where you run out of options, and not pushing through just isn't one.
Mm-hmm.
And depending on how you grew up, or the support you have around you, kind of dictates those options that you have to say I'm not gonna push through. Well, when you run out of options, you get to that point where it's time to either man up or be homeless, or it's time to man up and push through, or you lose that job, or you man up and push through, or you lose that girl, you lose that car, your car done got repoed, you're getting kicked out because you decided not to go hard that day. When you start to get to that point, it shows who you are. So I feel like pushing through is either something that you completely remove the idea of it being an option altogether, or you just fall flat on your face.
I love that answer. And I think that really touches on hitting that point of survival.
Right.
And I mean, at what point do we feel like people confuse survival with purpose?
Every day we survive. I feel like it's every day, because at one point mentally we'll condition ourselves that I should kill myself at this job every day because this is my purpose. But when in truth, it's the only thing in front of you right now to take care of your family.
Mm-hmm.
And when if you're the type person to get off and then that's just the rest of your day is just drowning yourself out in whatever you feel like is going to kill your stresses, or you get off work and you decide to build a skill or something like that, I feel like the person who's doing something on the side or doing something that they're passionate about outside of their primary work is living in purpose, opposed to the person who is and not to say this is everybody, because everybody's situation is different. They might have a job where that's something they're passionate about and they find something they really enjoy and it works and it pays the bills. But the person who is at that job purely because that's the only option they have and they hate it, I feel that's the living in survival. So does that answer the question?
I don't think anyone confuses survival with purpose, actually, because I don't think anyone thinks that. I could be wrong, but about me personally, I could be too. I could be wrong.
Yeah, who knows?
If that's your purpose is to survive, more power to you. You know what I'm saying? But I think, oh my goodness, my legs.
My leg.
But I don't think it's anyone's purpose to survive, right? Survival, it comes with living paycheck to paycheck, right? You don't know you don't know how you're gonna make it to next month, right? And I truthfully don't believe anyone thinks that that's their purpose. Even if they can't reach their purpose or whatever they think that their purpose is, I don't think anyone's gonna think that surviving is simply their purpose.
But I mean, that's where the question says confused though, because a
Mm.
lot of times you got to think you spend every day waking up on some, man, I have to go out and get it. If I don't get it, this isn't going to happen. This is going to fall through. My kids aren't going to have this.
Right.
And I think at a certain point, that survival mentality takes over. It's that scarcity mindset.
Right.
And that starts to take over. Now you start feeling like, okay, my purpose is to provide for my family.
Yeah.
That's it. Like my sole purpose in waking up is, hey, I got to provide for my family.
And
Which is fair, but I think providing for someone's family is more than just surviving.
yeah, but that's the thing. The
To an
difference
extent.
between surviving and providing is a family.
Yeah. You can enjoy what you do and provide for your family.
Right.
But there's some people who will stay in something they hate, or they stop romanticizing life to an extent. I'm talking about their full reason for waking up is I have to survive.
I have to. Like,
Correct.
because here's the thing.
No, I agree with
Well,
that.
and here's the thing. And I'm not, and I guess I'm saying this to challenge what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah,
Challenge your thinking. To say that no one confuses that is to speak from a privileged perspective, though. Because
That's fair.
Clock it.
like to say, because here's the thing. I grew up with parents, and I'm very aware of this. I grew up with parents who were able to help me in a lot of ways. I grew up with parents who provided a great life for me. That's not wasted on me. That is something I'm very well aware of,
Yes.
right? I guess through, and if you know me, it doesn't really matter where you came from,
Yeah,
who
yeah.
you know, your pedigree, none of that. If you're a good person, I'm cool with you.
Mm.
And through different relationships and understanding the different people I've met throughout my life, it's 1,000% very possible to confuse those things, or not even just confuse those things, or for those things to genuinely be what you feel is your purpose. So there's a lot of people who are growing up in situations or have come up in situations or are currently still in those situations where survival is my purpose because that's all I see or that's all I feel is my purpose at this point.
Yeah.
And purpose, I feel, evolves with us. So
Yeah.
at this season in my life, I need to survive until I can hit it big in X. Or I need to survive until I find my niche in X.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so I
As
think
it
we're looking
evolves-
at purpose in two different ways. Then I'm looking.
Yeah.
So, so that very well may be true. Like right now, my purpose in life right now is to live paycheck
Yeah.
to paycheck, to provide for my
Survive,
family.
right.
To do that, that makes sense to me.
Right.
Mhm.
When I view purpose, I view as more broad than that, as over like as a life purpose more than
Right,
my
right,
point in
right,
time right now as a purpose.
And I
Well,
guess that's kind of where and I'm sorry to
No,
cut
go
you
ahead.
off.
No, yeah,
I guess that kind of is what I mean by like to look at it that way
Yeah.
is a privilege
Okay.
because it's not everybody's reality that can be like
Yeah.
or that is the way they see it because when you're raised when you're raised in a situation where it's everything, the world is yours, you can go out and get X.
Right.
Some people are parented and taught that you need to go out and get this job, at this factory or this warehouse. You can get benefits, you can feed your family, you can be a good dad, whatever the case may
Right.
be, and that's it. And some people dream of that.
Yeah, I dream. That's my dream too.
Yeah, I get it, but it's all about the
Honestly,
Yeah, there's a different group. Let's take for example, hood dudes or street dudes.
right.
I feel like a lot of times, again, they're raised in that street mentality.
Correct.
A lot of times
Survival.
it is that survival. And I'm not talking down on them at all. I mean, it's a marginalized group of people trying to create structure in their lives, especially when the world doesn't want to give them that structure.
Correct.
So
Yeah,
I'm not
absolutely.
talking down, but they definitely wake up on that survival mentality. Their purpose is to run the streets, to sell, not it is that, but a lot of them could feel like it's to sell that rock or walk in the footsteps of older brother, father, whatever they watch growing up.
mom needs help or something like that.
Yeah, like I
yeah,
have
yeah.
to do this so I could put food on the table because maybe their mom makes 20 grand a year.
Right.
Yeah, and then on top of that, even like I think it's crazy because the lifestyle of, and I think it all ties back to people's fascination with black people, but the idea of being hood, street, or something like that is romanticized, and it became a pop culture deal basically.
Mhm.
So people don't understand the whole point when you talk about hustle culture and how deep that goes. When you talk about hustle culture and how deep that goes, it's can all be tied back to the idea and the mentality of the hood because think about where the word hustle comes from when you really think about it.
Where's it come from?
Yeah, educate us.
When you think about the idea of hustle, that came from moving drugs. That came from running the block. You out here
CIA.
hustling to get the money that you need.
CIA put crack.
Yeah, well, yes, yeah. I ain't gonna say with it. We're not gonna credit who where crack came from, but yeah, but like, yeah, bro, it's just
No, but I definitely understand what y'all are saying though.
yeah,
Yeah.
like,
No, I definitely see that y'all I get it. I get it.
it's like the whole point of hustling is to get out of a bad situation.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you hustle, then we can get off this point.
Hustle,
But
hustle.
so you said the only point in hustling is to get out of that situation, right?
Yeah.
Getting out. Here's
Getting-
the thing: it doesn't even have to be a bad
I
situation
don't understand.
necessarily.
It could be anything.
No, I'm just saying, like, just so I'm being clear, not just to you.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But like that, that it's to get out of the situation you're currently
you're
in.
currently in.
It could be anything, of course.
It could be anything.
But I guess I'm talking about roots.
So when you just said hustle to get out of any situation that you're in, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So there's obviously another situation, a better situation that you're
Right.
looking forward to, correct?
1000%. Yeah.
So that's what I see as they're looking at maybe that their purpose
So
is.
you're saying their purpose isn't what they're doing in the moment, but what they're trying to get to.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Is
That's
more
fair. I
You
think
know what I'm
that's
saying?
good. I think
So
that's
I'm
good.
hustling right now. So my family will be okay later in the future. And later in the future, they might have different whatever. But I think their purpose is what you're trying to reach.
They're
Not
trying to get
necessarily
their
what
family
you're
out of
enough.
the hood.
you know what I'm saying?
Like Ricky and
Like,
You know, Ricky had a golden ticket.
Yeah, you know, Ricky was gonna get him all out the hood.
Ricky.
You see that movie Get Hard? With,
Oh, yeah,
Mario
yeah,
Hart
yeah.
and Will Ferrell? And he was like, he was sitting at the dinner table and he was lying to him
Yeah.
about how he went to jail. And he just told the storyline, the boys in the hood. He said, I was holding. I said, Ricky! You know, Ricky had to go to ticket.
Yo,
I
that
should have
is
been with him that
boy.
day.
That's a great movie. I love that movie.
that's a great movie. So now to lighten things up, I got a question for y'all. A good old one has to go. I know we all love these questions.
One has to go.
One has to go.
Okay.
Black dessert style. We have
Sorry, all the white
sweet
folks.
potato pie. We have peach cobbler,
Anyway,
banana pudding, red velvet. One has to go.
can you repeat that, please?
Yeah, because you weren't paying attention.
Nope.
All right, here we go. One has to go. Banana pudding, peach cobbler, red velvet cake, sweet potato pie.
I'm not gonna hold you. I'm gonna get a lot
Aaron.
of hate for this.
Aaron, don't.
Peach
don't
cobbler
piss
gotta
me
go.
Bro, you do this every
I
Peach
said,
cobbler gotta go.
Don't piss me off, man.
Bro, you do this every
Cobbler
time,
gotta
bro.
go.
Oh, you can't.
First of all, peach is one of the worst fruits to exist.
You said what?
Let's
What?
start with that.
Hey, to the whole state of Georgia, I'm sorry.
Let's start with
Yeah.
All of our listeners down in
No,
Atlanta,
first
I'm
off,
sorry.
Aaron, we not bro.
peaches. One of the worst fruits to ever be dug up from out the ground. Is that where you get them from?
I
They
don't
taste
know.
like dirt.
I just enjoy them.
Like
When
that.
they're
Did you say a peach tastes like dirt?
That's what I said.
I've never had one.
Yeah, you've never had a good peach.
No, like he's never had a regular a peach in general. He says it's like dirt. Bro, like what? A bad peach don't taste like dirt.
I'm just playing.
Yeah, no.
Nah, but peaches aren't good though.
Are you serious?
I'm like
Bro.
100% serious right now. I'm not
gonna
even.
answer. I'm gonna answer this question. We'll circle back to
No,
that in
go
a
ahead.
minute. But
Okay.
that is blasphemous. That's crazy. But
Sue me.
all right.
That's rough.
Cancel me if you want.
Nah, go ahead and get rid of that red velvet cake. I can eat chocolate cake. It's the same thing. Oh,
It's a presentation thing. I don't know.
yeah. It is.
And that's
It
what
is.
makes it
But
amazing.
if I had
something
to
about
go
that red
without,
velvet,
if
man.
I had to go without, I'm okay. I've never been to one family Christmas, barbecue, Thanksgiving, and there was a red velvet cake sitting there.
What?
But I would be neglecting myself of the other three options. Seriously, that would ruin the whole Thanksgiving.
You think Aaron's gonna get hate for what he said?
Yeah, you're crazy for that one. I'm not
I
gonna
am
hold you.
about. No, I think I might be. I might want.
Oh, you might one up me.
No, I might want to both of you on this one. Banana pudding can go.
Nah, that's crazy.
Nah, banana pudding
is the
Can
best.
go.
I'm not gonna hold you.
I
I
love
don't
it.
like a lot of stuff, but banana
You
pudding.
love you a banana.
I love
You love you one.
That's crazy.
That's a wild
Oh,
thing.
That's a
man.
wild thing to say,
That
actually.
is
Saying,
wild.
Like, bro,
Y'all
you very
remember back
adamant
in
about that.
elementary school before they ruined our lunches
Uh-huh.
and they gave us banana pudding with the little vanilla wafer in there.
No, we didn't have that in
No.
California.
Oh,
Nah. You were a private school baby, huh?
I was, and proud of it too.
Yeah, you know, there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Too.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Don't have that.
I was a private school kid too.
Oh, there we
That's
go.
good. That's good. I went to
Just-
private school maybe until like,
Some people just forget where they
Second
came from,
grade.
that's all.
and no, we didn't
I'm
get
joking.
banana pudding.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I don't know. I don't know who. I thought he was talking to you. I know he wasn't. I thought he wasn't talking to me.
We had that sub looking pizza. You know, it looked like they took
You talking about the flat one?
sub bread and cut it in half. Yeah, they made pizzas. We had that.
You had like square pizzas in the morning,
Oh
Yeah,
my god,
for sure.
Square pizza.
bro.
Square?
Fire,
Yeah, I loved it.
fire. I'm sure if
They-
we ate it today, we'd be like, "What is this?"
No, facts.
But it would not.
Why didn't
If
they
you
get
go back to
square?
school lunches now in general, like that little pouch milk, man.
I'm not gonna hold. Pouch milk.
I mean, she's
You never had?
like the one where you like.
It was like in the
Oh,
plastic.
wait.
Oh,
no,
oh.
I'm talking about two different.
So maybe this
things.
was maybe this
I'm
was
talking about
a
two different
Cali thing,
things.
bro.
I'm talking about the little.
It was
when you pop
literally
it.
no, it was literally
a
a
pouch.
plastic pouch.
You okay?
Are you talking about like a bag,
Yes, it was a bag.
You okay? You want
Milk?
to talk about it?
bro? You drank a bag. Of
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like,
I know y'all. I know y'all trying. I didn't go to like no Title I school or nothing like this, y'all. But like, I feel like
Wait,
that
you
was just
said you
in
didn't.
Cali in general, huh?
You said what?
I said I didn't go to no Title I school or nothing.
I did.
I was trying to say.
My high school was a different school. We had no sack.
I was saying it must have been a Cali thing.
He said he had a Ziploc bag of some milk.
No, it wasn't no Ziploc, bro. It was more stable than that. you had to take the little straw with the little sharp in it.
Yo, so
punctured.
you're telling me you punctured a bag of
Yes, bro. Yes,
Yo, are you...
yes. Please look
Yeah,
it up.
pull it up.
Do you know what he's talking about?
Look up like
Aubrey, do you know what he's talking about? Nah.
look at that first picture.
Nah.
Nah, not with the tie. Not with
Yeah,
the tie.
the one with
Look
the-
right there with the little ugly chicken sandwich next to it. Yes, bro.
Oh.
It was literally
Are
a
you serious?
plastic bag.
Oh.
Bro,
And you had to puncture that thing. Look at all the examples, bro. With milk in
bro,
it.
I didn't think
That Driftwood brand? Yeah, that's the one we had. That's the
Dude,
exact one we
Is
had.
that chocolate?
Yes.
My
I
mind
wouldn't
is
get the regular one.
blown.
Chocolate was the only one. I would
It looks like dirty water.
Yo,
Because I feel like,
hey, what fruit do you feel like has the best PR?
bro, you know what? This question, I've been thinking about it since you asked me this earlier. And I'm going to be honest with you. It's got to be between apples
Mhm.
and strawberries, like you said.
I kind of got to give it up to cranberries too, because who just picks up a raw cranberry and eats it? But we all like love cranberry juice. It's a cranberry juice mixed with every fruit,
Pineapple.
Oh, pineapple is really. I love
But-
pineapple.
Pineapple has great PR.
but it makes sense though.
SpongeBob.
Yeah, that's true. Pineapple on pizza.
That is a good what?
Okay, let's.
All right.
Yeah.
California coming out again.
Yep.
Let's reel it back in. Let's reel it back in.
Bro,
Yep.
it was we were doing.
You know what?
He started. That's that
I got-
CTE kicking.
I got
man.
something to say about folks that be so ready to talk down on pineapple on pizza. My thing
Nobody
is-
cares what
Nah,
you
nah,
say because you eat
let's stop
pineapple on pizza.
My thing is, if you eat tomato on
Yo,
your
Aaron.
pizza,
So
like
I was
just
saying,
like just
PR
chunks
thing,
of
right?
tomato. Tomato don't got no flavor except for being sweet. It's the same philosophy.
Tomato?
Do you think tomatoes just have a strong flavor?
I don't like tomatoes in
Because
general.
it's just
No one-
sweet.
no one- I don't like tomatoes
Bro,
either.
it's bro. And
Like,
by the way,
But they
people
have,
who have-
sauce.
No, but there are people who just eat like little chunk tomatoes on their
Probably
pizza.
Californians. They probably live north of you.
Nah, it's more like a. I feel like it's like a.
this is,
New York.
did North Cal just catch a stray?
But honestly, you could stray to Northern Cal. whole
No,
different
I.
Don't you have family in Sacramento?
Yeah, that's not where I grew up.
Where'd you grow up?
SoCal.
Don't expect them to support this episode.
They'll support it.
But I don't
Out of
like.
Cal.
I don't like cooked pineapple or grilled pineapple in general, though.
Well, wait a minute.
That's
Grilled
just
pineapple is
the-
fire. Grilled
But then
fruits
again, though-
in general are fire.
Yo, I'm kind of curious because you said something earlier that intrigued me. You said there's a lot of fruits you don't like. Can you name us your fruits you don't
That I
like?
I can name the ones that I do like.
Name the ones you do.
Wait,
be a
that
lot-
list is shorter?
It'd be a lot easier.
Really?
Go ahead. I'm
All right,
curious.
listen. I like apples, oranges, pineapples, and bananas. That's it.
So
If it's not a part of that, if
so
it's not
if
a
they
part of
didn't
that
show
list,
it on the food chart when you were growing up,
if
as
it's
kid,
not a
you
part of
don't like
that
it.
list, I don't like it.
It's the first 4 he ever
Yeah,
tried.
you know what
and
I'm
he
saying?
stopped.
Those are the fruits that are on the pyramid.
thing is,
those are the fruits we learned in elementary school. He said, "Hey, this is all I need in life."
I need nothing
I
else.
really tried my best to like the other fruits too, but they're just disgusting to me. Like
Time out. Name the
apples?
ones you like one more time.
apples, oranges, bananas, pineapple. That's it. Outside of those 4, it's like physically pains me to eat it. Like watermelon.
That's a bit dramatic.
Boom.
Physically pains you?
I tried to like
don't
watermelon.
like watermelon?
I don't like watermelon.
You know what though?
I don't like
anything.
I don't like watermelon.
Oh.
I do too. Like a really
shout out.
good. No, I do like it.
Oh,
A really
never
good
mind.
watermelon, like one that's actually sweet and juicy. Bro, I love a good watermelon.
Thanks for tuning in with us this week, guys. I'm your host, Lyman King, and this has been Pieces of a Man,
I'm Aaron.
I'm Mal.
and we will see you guys next week.